Blessings, everyone. Welcome back to Kyle's Cavern. I know, long time, no video. Today's video is going to be a little bit more fun. We're going to be diving into jewelry in movies. It's a little series that I'm going to create on this channel. We're going to be going through all of some films that I've loved, or even you guys have commented it down below. And we're going to go through what people are wearing in these films, and you can kind of get some ideas of how you want to wear your protection, because I love high vibe fantasy films like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Today's video is going to be about The Witcher, and not only just The Witcher, the jewelry and crystals used in the show, or in the game itself, or in the books, or mentioned in the books. This will not be a spoiler. I will not be spoiling anything for anyone who has not seen the show. I will be putting up some stills or some pictures just so you guys can get references. I'm gonna put them right here. We're gonna just basically be diving into some lore on the Witcher universe. And I always say art is just like life. It's no different from how we view any type of art, music, film. I think they kind of know what they're doing, the people behind the scenes, as far as like, it's kind of like you either miss it, you see it, or you don't. We'll be going through today on some few amulets, crystals that were used in the show, so waste your time too much. But if you guys haven't already, please hit that like button here, please hit that subscribe button. It will mean so much. And first, like I said, this is not going to be a spoiler video. This is just going to be talking about the crystals and gemstones and amulets and talismans used in the show. First, we're gonna start off with The Witchers. Witchers, if you guys don't know the series, without spoiling too much, basically, they're like warriors. And they have different factions, so their amulets will vary. So you may see a viper, you may see a wolf. But the amulets for the Witchers serve as a purpose. It's almost like a barometer for them. So they're able to detect and sense magic or monsters with their amulets because they vibrate. In the game, and also I believe the books, correct me down below. Guys, please be nice, because, down below, please just let me know. And in the books, Geralt, who is like the main character along with Ciri and Yennefer, from what I remember from the books, and from the game, Geralt's medallion is silver and it vibrates just like the normal medallions do, but it has ruby eyes that glow when the sense of magic and monsters are near. So I feel like that's really cool. So if you guys are into amulet, like not wearing crystals that much, but more so into pendants, medallions, or even amulets, that's definitely something that you guys can infuse that energy to, so you guys can sense. I always love sacred geometric designs. So if your amulet or talisman has some sort of sacred geometry to it, that's like a plus for it to be a protective amulet. So we're gonna go down below. Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's one of my favorite in the world itself, and also in the show. I love the actress that plays Yennefer. So Yennefer's jewelry that she wears, she only has one jewelry piece that she wears that she's known for, and that is her obsidian and diamond choker. Said that her amulet can reduce chaos energy, which makes sense because I have my notes down here just so you, if you guys see me looking down, that's why. But because I think Yennefer's is made out of obsidian, obsidian has that energy to absorb and reduce negative energy and transmute it. So I definitely can see that. And diamonds, of course, that we talked about, are at the top of your crown chakra. That has to do with light and energy. That's definitely one of them. In the show, though, they did alter some talismans, like how I think I said, but they did alter the jewelry a little bit just for the live action show, I guess, just to make it more realistic and to make it more different. And I actually do appreciate it. Geralt's, just going back to Geralt really fast, his amulet is just the silver medallion pendant with the wolf on it. In the show for Yennefer, her choker itself is definitely, it's a velvet choker. The pendant is made out of obsidian. And you can actually see in certain parts of the show the light reflect off of the diamonds that are traced around her pendant. And that they added to Yennefer's pendant is a amethyst drop, which you can kind of see very faintly in the show. drop that she added, which I love because that gives her more psychic protection. And if you know Yennefer from the series, she's very like on her feet when it comes to her magic. She does not play. Next, we're gonna go to Ciri. Now, from what I know, Ciri only has her Witcher medallion. That also serves as the same function as a barometer, helps her to detect monsters and magic. I know in the video games, it doesn't say that she really works with crystals, but her belt definitely has some sort of green stones around it. So I'm guessing those are probably emerald or turquoise. Her stones on her belt could be turquoise. Definitely Ciri does wear jewelry, but she mainly works with her Witcher medallion rather than working with any other stones that I can recall from the show. Now, of course, if you've seen the show, certain clips, if you look really, really closely in certain clips with the mages and the sorcerers when they're in their dorms or in their rooms and stuff like that, if you look really closely, you can definitely see quartz and amethyst crystals on their tables or on their desks. It's very, very like you just have to make sure that you have that eye for it, but you can definitely see it in the series. And also from what we've seen in the series, not spoiling too much, but druids who are also other magic users, they work with crystals as well. So they do talk about crystals a lot in the Witcher. You know, you do get some references of stones in the Witcher series. So the stones that were like prominently viewed in the Witcher TV series, at least, was red jasper and ammonite. And as we know, red jasper is a very grounding stone. It also helps to rectify wrongs. So I love that they added that to the series. So hopefully that's not giving too much. Also, they have ammonite. Ammonite is a fossil. It's an opalized fossil. Well, but they did a little tweak to it. They added some red ammonite. I'm not sure if that's real, but they definitely added red ammonite to the Witcher universe, which I love working with fossils. If you know me, I love working with bones, taxidermy. I love working with things of nature, things that come from nature, flowers. It's just anything that is organic. Of course, naturally, just like the animal naturally died. I am out here killing animals, and I don't recommend anybody out there doing that as well. To get fur, you can actually go to the store and get fur and all that stuff. There's another video where I talk about working with animal parts. But yes, they do work with fossils as well. So red jasper and ammonite. We have the different mages in the show. As we know, Sabrina of Glevissig, she's different from the game and also in the show. But if you look at her character in the show, she actually wears a emerald pendant, which I kind of I feel like it goes with her whole aesthetic, like the emerald, and it's surrounded by pearls as well. So I feel like that's pearls add a certain coyness and shyness, and the emerald is a very powerful, very heart-centered gemstone. As you can definitely see Sabrina's pendant as well. Also other mages in the show. Powerful sorceress on the continent. You don't really see her wear too much jewelry. She does wear necklaces and stuff. I think probably sterling silver necklaces. And the little stone that I see in her pendant, and Tesea's pendant, is always red. So I'm guessing it's either a garnet or red jasper. Those are two stones, or coral. Those are probably the three stones that I could guess that's in Tesea's pendant. Triss Marigold. She wears. Okay, so in the video game, she wears a green and gold, and I think it's surrounded by pearls as well in the game. Her necklace, and I think the green part, it doesn't say in the books or anything that I've read, but it looks like the green behind her pendant is either malachite or emerald. And her pendant also in the game has like these sigils on them and like this sacred geometry on it. So also, in the show, you can see Triss wearing peridot. You can also see Triss wearing, I always say rings, your fingers are like wands. So you can definitely put different rings on your finger if you're doing magical work, and it just helps too. That also goes into functional jewelry and your amulets and your protection. Mages in the show, they have so many different variety of different jewelry, from pearls to garnets to emeralds to peridot to, I think in the game it said sapphire as well. Sorry about that, guys. So from so many different stones. So I think you guys just have to look very closely at what stones are in the show, and also just take references. I think movies and shows kind of give you a visual of what you can do. I definitely believe that you guys can either acquire these items yourself, or through searching, you guys can find items that are similar to the ones that we all see high vibe fantasy shows. So I definitely think that it's a world that I think that everyone should probably just, I love the Witcher universe. It's an interesting world. It talks about the conjunction of spheres, which is actually something that happened with us as a main planet. I think back in 2020 we had our great conjunction on planet Earth. So, and as that portals open up, magic comes to the planet. And it's a similar thing when we're talking about solar flares and how the energy from, I think everything vibrates, everything in energy, even space. Like we're not really getting major energy from planets, but I do feel like if they're in our perimeter space, there has to be some form of energetic interaction through just the planets being there. I feel like they're not just there just to be there. They have an energetic purpose, and everything serves a purpose. I think we always have to make sure that we in magic, if you're learning magic, I should say, the key to it is just finding something that you're going to work with and use it. Actually enlist. There are so many different ways that you can use an herb, a crystal, so many different properties that they come with. So I think that if you guys are willing to dive more into that, definitely I will do more videos on explaining in depth more crystals and more herbs and more oils and anything that comes from nature. I do not mind sharing this information with you guys because information I feel like should be free. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. There will be another video coming soon. Will be possibly the Game of Thrones series, or I think I'm probably going to do House of the Dragon, because Game of Thrones is a huge basis that'll take me some time. But House of the Dragon, because of the series was so short and I've watched it so many times, I can definitely give you a video on House of the Dragon. And in the Westeros world too, they have so many crystals and gemstones mentioned in the books, and also what you see in the show. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to show you guys that I am definitely still selling crystals and amulets, protection amulets and stuff like that. So I feel like if you guys are willing to dive more into crystals and their function and personally working with crystals, and I highly recommend either going out and getting you some. And I feel like the best way to work with any crystal is that you have to get it yourself and work with the stones and see what comes up for you. So I definitely feel like the amulets and crystals, they shift the energy for your better good. And I think that as humans, we try to fight what's right, and we just need to if we know what's right, then we should do what's right. So I feel like crystals and working with the earth does help to neutralize and bring you back to a center where you're thinking. You're not just acting on rash decisions. So I think that you guys, we all have to tune in and tap in. It's a possibility for us all to do that. So I hope that you guys are interested in seeing more videos from me. And if you guys are interested in purchasing any crystal pendants from me, please let me know. I check Instagram. I'll have my Instagram and stuff listed down below. I do ship my crystals and stuff like that, so I will definitely send them if you guys are interested. So just real fast, if you guys were interested in what was on the bust, we have a honey calcite here. I kind of did like a weird stack on the bust just so you guys can see what I've made so far. But we have we have a honey calcite right here. Then we have, right on this side, we have a natural Congo citrine with a Herkimer diamond. Then next to it, we have a clear quartz point with natural garnet. And then this one is amethyst with clear quartz. These are like the double stone pendants. And at the very bottom, we have a smoky quartz talisman. So businesses run off of making protection amulets that are functional for your everyday wear and something that helps you feel energetically secure. And I think that wearing crystals help you to tap back in when you're out in your day-to-day. If you feel like you're probably getting lethargic, or you're probably getting too caught up with the energies, or anything that's weighing on your or dragging you down, I always recommend make sure that you touch your pendants, touch your amulets. Remind yourself of your power and how much you can put up a barrier between yourself and things that no longer serve you. So I definitely recommend everyone to work on their energetic fields as far as protection and as far as your body altar, because your body is the vessel for your soul. And I feel like for protection, you want to protect yourself from outside forces, then wearing your amulets and talismans definitely helps. I promise you, it helps a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned to check out the House of the Dragon video. I feel like that's going to be really fun. I've heard there's some postponement on the show, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. But take care. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Please remember to stay hydrated, stay in cool areas, and be kind to one another and be nice. So you guys have a great one, and I will catch you guys in the next one.